Yeah, so in this video we're going to have the outtakes from the run and how we done this. So it's got to be repaired. I'm not going to replace the body. They cost surprisingly a lot of money for a cheap kit. The body and decals and paint works out to about 45 to 50 pounds, which I thought was rather OTT. So, and not being funny, the pumpkin bodies I'm doing at the moment, you take into the account the body, the front rear panel, costs about the same. Well, we're talking a much better body shell. But see, that's the setup I had. There's the old Tamiya ESC which stays in, and stays in here. But I'm probably going to take the radio out because it's past its best now. It had a huge impact on the front. I don't think there's anything, quite surprisingly, I don't think it's broke, the chassis, but the body, yeah, it's got to be repaired. But I hope you like the outtake bits of this. But like I said, the final running was a Hobby Wing 1060 and a cheapy 13 turn and some HPI tyres I'd lying around. Vented, but they've got foams and they're quite firm. That's why they didn't balloon up. They were pretty good. So enjoy the outtakes. So here we are. What speed did we get? 37. So we've not improved. I hope you like the outtake run. There it is, all repaired. I super glued it across the whole crack and the post, and then a piece of plastic cut to size and super glued in, another strip across there, just a couple of decals to hide the cracks just a little bit more. But that's a perfectly good body again. Like I said, way cheaper than having to spend out for a new one. But I was quite shocked what they charge for a body and a set of decals. And that doesn't include your figure and your mirrors. You'd have to use your original ones. So you wouldn't have a brand new body, so it's not worth it. But the car's ready to go back in the loft. Like I said, I've detuned it for now because I've got a project for some of the others. But like I said, speed run's not for me. I don't mind breaking a car while bashing, but the point is, the faster you go, an impact is going to do a much greater amount of damage, and I've seen cars destroyed. So for me, the speed running's over. But I'm going to announce a challenge shortly. Well, and the idea is it's to be dirt cheap. Anyone can enter. And it's all about creativity. So hopefully it'll be fun. But like I said, I'll announce that in another date, but that's a hint of a challenge I'm going to bring up. If it has a prize, it won't be a great prize because it's not for the prize, it's for the glory of what you can do, in my opinion. You know, it shouldn't be on what you're getting out of it, because when I do these, I'm not interested in winning in the first place. But this is the conclusion of this year with the carnage. But the car is pretty sturdy, still usable if I want to. But wait and see.